It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is. We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Steven Hauschka set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards.
32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good.
16 yards, a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the Chargers' 17-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, He's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive. He's got it for the Panther touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after try forthcoming. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Chargers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. This is caught by Williams. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5.
First carry for Patrick DeMarco. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Herbert now. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert, complete. It's Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of...
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
This is caught by Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
10 at the 50-yard line.
50. Here's Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Herbert throwing again. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Panthers 7, Chargers 0.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 33. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Bridgewater. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Brings up 3rd down.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
I love how Melvin Ingram plays the game with toughness and a motor that absolutely will not quit. Knows how to get around all types of obstacles to get to the quarterback. He's had at least 7 sacks a season going back to 2015.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 12-yard. Touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Good. Makes the score Panthers 14. Chargers no.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying.
Herbert has it knocked free. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's a noon one. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
but you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Bridgewater. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Chargers 7. Steven Hauschka set to kick.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And that will be incomplete.
Whoever the dime looked that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. A 33-yarder from the left hash. His kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the run, now Herbert to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Keenan Allen. Incomplete. Eli Apple on the coverage.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's Eckler again, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got him moving. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's another.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 30.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Herbert on third down now. Force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
47-yard line.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare, because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Bridgewater now. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chris Manhertz. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once it threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Williams.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to is toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays, and finally it's paid off for him because in 2019, he had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
It's a gain of 9. First down, L.A.
10 at the 43-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Justin Herbert. And caught by Henry. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 42-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert.
Oh, it don't matter.
It don't matter. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. First down, Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Ball carrier.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Herbert now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
You gotta feel it, baby.
And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. That one complete to Anderson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Bridgewater to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
The 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 8-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system. It leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. One last throw here for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Today's final score, Panthers 31.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the